guys, what's up? It's Emmy, and today I have another story time for you guys. So I've worked maybe 3 or 4 years in retail, and through that I've met some really great people and also some insane people. So today is going to be the top 3 worst stories I have, 2 of which regarding customers and 1 with a boss. The craziest story times I have while working in retail. So the first story actually happened at my very first job. I got hired at Party City and I was really excited about it. I think it was about week 1 or week 2 on the job when this crazy lady came in. And I had just started my shift. It had only been like 5 minutes. And keep that in mind, 5 minutes is going to be very important. So this woman asks for a Mylar balloon. And I'll insert pictures of the things I'm talking about like right here. That way you always know what I mean. So she wanted a Mylar balloon. No problem. I blew that up for her. I put it on a little like stand, a little weight. And then she's like, can I add a row of small 5-inch balloons underneath? And usually that's not a problem. So I said yes. So I blew up all 5-inch balloons and I put it on the Mylar, and the Mylar started sinking. And one of my coworkers said it's because the Mylar's not big enough. You can't put the 5-inch balloons on the Mylar itself. So you're gonna have to put them on the weight. And this woman starts, you know, like going like, ah, stuff like that. Like, it had only been like 5 minutes that I had been blowing up all these balloons. And she starts going crazy. And she was like, you don't know what you're doing. Like, what happened to all the good employees that used to be here? And she started calling me stupid. She started calling me retarded. Which, by the way, I don't condone the word retarded as an insult. But to make the story accurate, I have to say, you know, exactly what happened. And so she started calling me retarded, like all these things, and like yelling at me. And my coworker was like, I don't know, a couple meters away, and he was like, you can't talk to her that way. And the woman just kept going and going. And so eventually I just called my boss, because I was like, okay, this woman's crazy. And we were instructed, if, you know, there's a crazy customer coming in, we have to let the boss know. So I paged her. And you know, she deals with it, and the woman's still yelling at her. She's like, oh, what happened to the good employees, da 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 da. And the boss is like, you know what, ma'am, just go. Like, if you're in such a rush next time, like, you should place an order. And so she made the balloon free for her, and then the woman left. But that was a lot of drama over a balloon, you know, calling someone retarded, you know, dissing their intelligence level, all that over a balloon. And so the next customer is in the same store. This one's a little bit bizarre. So if you go to a costume store, they'll probably tell you the same thing. All costumes and all wigs are non-refundable. So this man comes in with this wig, and it doesn't look like it's from here. It looks like it's maybe from the dollar store or something like that. And he said, I came to return this wig. And I said, you know, I'm sorry, sir, it's store policy. I can't do that for you. And he starts, like, making a big deal out of it. He was like, well, I called the manager, and they told me it was okay. So I went to the back and asked the manager, and the manager said, no, like, I've never spoken to this man. Like, I'm going to come up front and tell him to leave. And so we did. And he exits the store, and then he drives right up to our window, like this big glass window, flashing his lights for like a solid 10 minutes or so, I guess, trying to scare us. And then he walks back in. The manager's still like next to me because we were both really creeped out. And he goes like, oh, like, I don't think you understand. I bought this wig for a child who had passed away, so it's never been used. And we didn't believe him, but like, even then, I hate to say it, but it's still final sale. Like, I would feel really bad if that did happen, but final sale is final sale, even if it's unopened. And so we sent him away again. Then he leaves, goes back into his car, and flashes the headlights in our window for 10 minutes again. So we locked all the doors at this point because there were no other customers. It was close to closing time. And eventually he drove away, but it was really f***ing scary, and I was like 16 at the time, and it was very creepy. So the next story happened at a different store. This is when I started working at an optometrist place. I'm not going to say the name because I don't know how big the chain is. But yeah, so I was working as a receptionist there, and this old man comes in and he asks, do you have any spaces today for an appointment? Like, can I see the optometrist today? So I pull out the schedule, I look at it, and there's absolutely no way we can fit him in today. So I say, no sir, I'm sorry, we're fully booked today. And he's like, I don't understand you. And I said, the optometrist does not have any space for appointments today. He was like, I don't understand. Speak more clearly. And English, you can tell, was this guy's first language. So the I don't understand every time I said no, he clearly did understand. He was just being insanely difficult. And my coworker, who had been there for like 3 years, I had just been there for 2 months, she was like, oh, like, maybe we could fit him in at this time. And she told me later that, like, we really didn't have room, but, like, we just kind of wanted to make this man leave. So we were able to squeeze him in. And then I was done dealing with this man. But he ended up needing a prescription change. So then my manager was dealing with him, helping him pick glasses. And they spent about, I don't know, maybe an hour or two picking out glasses. He was trying them all on. And then this man did not end up buying anything. Like, he just sat there, apparently according to my manager, and complaining about the prices and everything for a couple hours as he was trying on the glasses, and didn't even end up buying a single pair. Okay, and now the final story is about a manager. So, not a customer this time, but a manager I was working with. And I'm not going to tell you which store it was, anything like that. She was really crazy. Like, very, very crazy. So, I guess someone did something she didn't like, and this is a very short story, and on the intercom, she goes, is everyone that works here retarded? And once again, I don't condone using the word retarded as a negative, mean thing, but that's word for word what she said to us. And then customers actually started walking out of the store because they could not believe that the manager would treat their employees like that. And I totally understand that. And they're all just like, I'm so sorry that that's like who you have to deal with. So yeah, those were my horror stories of working in retail. If you like this video, let me know. I'm sure I have more that I could tell you. And yeah, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!